All right, now we have the support fixture. All right, let's take a look at this. Now the thing with this is just be aware that this is flush on the top here, okay? Why that particular line is there, I'm not really sure. I've stared at it a million times, think, well, does it mean a dimension coming over from here for something? But it doesn't really, no, no, it isn't. Makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, be that as it may. Let's get into this. File, new, part. And if you can hear that cat. She's sitting right next to my microphone. Now she's rubbing her head against it. Okay, kitty. So here we go. English units. And we want inch IPS. Okay, so we're going to start with a slot. Do a sketch plane. I'm going to go on the front plane. And we'll go grid. And I will put a slot. We're going to do a center point straight slot. Okay, it gives us center right on the origin point, and then we pull it out. And we got a radius of 1.5 and 7 inches apart. So we'll pop that radius in there. 1.5 and then 7 inches. Just grab the center just like you did in Inventor. Then we'll pop these holes in here, 1.5 each. So going right here, right there. And then diameters of 1.5. 1.5. You see that it turned black. That's constrained. That means it did in fact go automatically concentric. That's cool. If it didn't do that, we'd have to place some sort of dimension on it. Okay, and we'll extrude this out. Is it 1 inch? So exit the sketch. And we're going to do a features, extruded boss space, 1 inch. Change that to a 1. And okay. I got that mid plane. I'm going to change that to blind. There we go. I want it coming in one direction because I'm going to put the thing on the rest of it on the other side. And I want that plane right there. So I did everything centered. Okay, so when I do this part right here, I'm going to pick this center plane. Let me show you this plane right here, the right plane as my sketch plane. So when I go sketch, I click on sketch. That's gone obviously, so we go up to here. They moved our little tree over here, and I'm going to pick that right plane as my sketch plane, and now I'm going to draw an L shape, this L shape here. And it doesn't have to, I'll connect all that in a minute. I'm just going to get the basic shape going here. Like so. Okay. Now we've got, I'm going to connect them. So I'll grab a hold of this line here, hit the control key, grab this front edge, line and edge, and make them collinear so they are attached, they touch, share the same space. Same thing with this line here and this top surface, make them collinear, and then that's where I want it to be. All right, now I got it attached. Let's give this a thickness of 1 right there. And then this is the thickness of 1 here. Okay. So now we have 2.25 from the back face to this back face. So we're going 2.25 from this back face to this back face. 2.25. Okay, and then we have 5 inches from the center of this arc up here to the mid portion of the base. Okay, we know it comes down to center because it's dimensioned to this line here, which is the center line. Okay, so we're going to go 5 inches from the origin point, which is our midpoint of the base, from there to the top here, 5 inches there. So we get that. Okay. Now we want to put our radiuses in. We got 0.5 and 1.5. So we'll go to fillet and change this to 0.5 right there. Entities to fillet. I'll just pick that corner. Say OK. Now we've got another fillet down here that will have a radius of 1.5, and the entities to fillet are right here. Say OK. Good on that. So that's what we want from that. And we'll exit out of the sketch, and we're going to do this extrusion mid-plane. Okay, we want a mid-plane extrusion here. It's going to be 4 inches across, you know, so we have a diameter 4, so it's going to be 4 inches across. So we will put in mid-plane and 4 inches. And then say OK. We get that. Now we just got to put the top on. So we'll put a sketch plane on this back surface here. And we'll draw a circle. The midpoint to that end point. Okay, everything's all turned black, so it's fully constrained. We really don't need to put any dimensions on here, because it did get it from there to there, which means it'll be tangent and everything. This distance is 4, so that diameter is going to be 4. So I'm going to exit the sketch. And I'm going to extrude this out 2 inches. So I'll do a features extrude and see it's going weird like that because we're at midplane. So we'll go back to blind. I'm going to flip the direction because I want to go the other way. So right here is these arrows is where I flip that direction, and I change that distance to 2. And we get the 2 inches. Say OK. Now the last thing I got to do is put a hole in there. So put a sketch plane right here and circle. Mouse over the arc so I find my center point, and then put a dimension on here of 2. And everything looks good. We're going to do exit the sketch there and extrude cut through all. We're already set up to go. Say OK, and there's our part. That's it. Yeah. So not too bad. Do a save as, support the fixture. Okay.